Hello Airsoft friends, and welcome to this video today, where today we are going to be trying to get the most perfect FPS from our SSG10 A3. Hooray! It came after a long stint of being stuck in customs. I finally got my SSG10 A3. I did a live stream where I opened it up and had all my first initial thoughts with it and everything, and then YouTube decided to take it down because it broke their terms of service, and then after I appealed it, they decided it wasn't breaking their terms of service. So they ruined my live stream like twice for no reason at all. So YouTube, for the love of bloody God, this is a toy. It is a toy. It's not a firearm. It's not gonna like shoot bang bang things at people. It's a bloody toy. Leave my channel alone, you scrubs. You absolute scrubs. Okay, let's move on with the video now. So, SSG10 A3 is here. I am going to do an initial thoughts video, which will kind of be a replacement for the live streams, because as the aforementioned said, YouTube is mean. So, we have the rifle here, it's all good, and I also have with me these FPS adjustment rings, and I've been very curious on these. I don't really know how much of a change they're going to have with the rifle, so I figured I'd do the testing and then find out for you guys too, and then you know if it's worth you getting them or not. So I got the, what did I get? I got the M150 version of the SSG10 A3, and that means it should be roughly about the 460 FPS mark, or in joules that is 2.2 joules. So that, yeah, that's what it should be at. So what I'm going to do first of all is get a baseline for what it should be. I'm going to chrono it using the weight of BB that I want to use, which is 0.48 grams, and I'm using longbow 0.48 gram BBs. We're going to chrono it on these, see what joulage we're at, and then we're going to start pulling it apart and then putting the FPS adjustment rings in to see how they do. And remember, eye protection is safety. You need to wear eye protection when you're doing your things because your eyes are very important. Also, don't just skip to the end for the results. Watch the video with me because it'll be entertaining and interesting and stuff. I promise, or your money back. And it's funny because you're not actually paying anything to watch the content. First things first, I've got my magazine here with 0.48 gram BBs. I'm going to pop that in like that. I'm going to cock the rifle just like so. So now it's dangerous time. And yeah, I'm going to shoot my Ace Tech AC5000 Chrono, which is one of the cheaper ones I found on the market. And it's done me quite well over this time. 331 FPS, 2.46 joules. Well, that's hot. That's where it's sat at there at the moment. I wasn't expecting the video to be like this. I'm going to put a scope on this, and then I'm just going to do some test shots out in the garden, just to make sure that my hop is doubly doing exactly what I want it to do. Because if the hop's in the wrong place, then it's going to give me an incorrect FPS reading. So I'm going to go do that. So I retested it, and with the hop on full, it's given me the best flight possible with the 0.48 gram BBs. So my plan, I'm going to re-chrono now with the hop on full and see what joulage it gives me back, and then we'll go from there. I'm pretty much bouncing between 2 joules and 1.3 joules quite consistently, which is a bit of an odd position to be in. I guess with it going to 2 joules, I do have room to go up to 2.2, so I can still put in my my FPS adjuster rings to see what that does to the FPS. And I suppose there is a chance that when I put them in, it may, like, I don't know, even it out and make it a little bit less sporadic. So let's do that. Let's put the adjuster rings in and start seeing what difference in FPS that we get. I'm going to use 4 6s now, just to see what that usages look like as well. Maybe the hop rubber I can replace to grip the BB more. I always like to have my rifles be able to over hop the BB, because then you know you've got some headroom in there. Let me go shoot it first as well, just to make sure it's the right hop edge, because that's important. Okay, back. It's shooting nice. Hop isn't all the way on. It is a tiny bit off. Well, it's like 1 click away from being on all the way, but it's got a nice range to it. It's shooting straight, which is good. So yeah, let's try this with 4 6s now. It was quite consistent as well, shooting outside. Let's see what FPS we're at now with it. 269, 273, 274, 274, 275. So I feel like we're in a nice spot right now. I'm going to crack the lower receiver off of the rifle. I'm going to get the cylinder out, and we're going to start popping the FPS adjustment rings onto the spring guide. Yeah, that's the one. I'm gonna do the littlest one first, then go medium, then go big, and see what FPS was sat at there. And then if I need to, I'm going to go through and then put stacks of them on each other to get more of an impact. I'm not sure how interesting this bit is going to be for you. So, oh my god, I've already got the cylinder out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the piston out just like so. There's the spring there, which appears to be cut down, actually. How odd. You'll see this side of the spring is perfectly fine, but this side has just been snipped off. Maybe they only had like M160 springs or something, so they cut it down. I don't know, but yeah, there we go. that's a thing. Dan, I'll drop you a shout about that because it'll be good to get your ideas and input onto why that's the case. Our little adjustment rings. So like I said, I'm going to start with the smallest one first just to see what adjustment that gives us. So I'm going to take the ring, I'm going to chuck it onto the spring glide just like so, and then we are pretty much already set. So we were at 1.61 joules before. 282, 284, 272, 278, 280, and 283. So that kind of averages about 280 FPS. That's probably giving us an extra 0.08 joules from not having that little FPS adjuster ring in there. So yeah, actually it had more of an impact than I thought that it would have done versus not having it in. So we are still way under our FPS limits here in the UK. I still have an extra roughly 0.5 joules to play about with. So let's get the next FPS adjustment ring in there, or swap it out anyway, into the medium one. Grab the old FPS adjustment ring, the smaller one, take that off, put that to the side, take the medium one now, and it's time to chrono. 285, 287, 294, 291, 288, 287, 289. So we have got another increase from there. I would say our increase has probably gone up to the 79 joules, 69, probably about 0.1 joules from the no FPS adjuster in there at all. And if you were just to go from no FPS adjuster to the middle FPS adjuster, that's going to give you, what, about 0.2 of a joule increase, just under 0.2 of a joule. So yeah, that's not too shabby to be fair. Right, middle one down, time for the big one. So looking at those results, we have 307, 305, 305, 306, and 306. I've rounded those up because, you know, it makes sense to round those up. It seems to be getting more consistent the more power that we put into it. It's not just FPS adjustment rings at this point. It seems to be like FPS consistency rings, which is really cool. With that being said, it is time to, I think, let's just put them all in and see what that does. I know there's other combinations you can do. Like I could put the middle one in there now with the big one, and I could put the little one in with the big one, and then do the middle one with the little one. And you know what? I feel like we've got enough information at the minute to not worry going through all of those different combinations. So yeah, I'm just going to put them all in together and see if that gets me to the FPS limit that I'm looking for. And if it does, I am going to be one happy camper. So once again, the trigger unit will come off, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting all these rings in there. I don't know what's happening there. That's not catching. It seems that my trigger sear is not working. Looking on the website at the FPS adjuster rings, it does say that they're compatible with all SSG products, but they're not compatible with M190 and M220 because these springs need too much space in the piston and don't allow the rings to be there. And down the bottom, they do say that you can have all of these different combinations up until 12mm, which is putting them all together, which is like what I did. So what I expect has happened is because my spring is cut down in there, that it's either an M190 or an M220 spring because they need more space and therefore you can't really use these with them. But maybe if they don't have the springs in stock, they cut down the springs in the factory so they can go at that FPS. But it then is a bit of a pain that they're then incompatible with other products. I don't know if that is the case, but I will chat to the guys and see what is going with that, and then I'll give you an update in the near future once I know what the crack is. But until then, thank you very much for watching. This one's been a bit of a journey. Huge shout out to all my lovely patrons for supporting the channel month on month. Very, very much appreciated. And yeah, we're like, what, a week and a half away from doing the next prize draw, which is another sniper rifle. So congratulations to everybody who's in that draw. If you would like to get in the draw for a cheeky Airsoft sniper rifle and also some Project Airsoft vouchers, then jump to the Patreon and join the Airsoft Legendary and Airsoft Royalty tier. And yeah, you'll be then entered into the draw and the giveaway, which we do on a live stream at the on like the 5th of every month. Exciting times. Yum, yum, yum. Also, shout out to the Discord community. Discord is sick. You guys are wonderful. And if you want to join the Discord community and make some Airsoft friends, link is in the description. Also, still 10% off the entire Project Airsoft website, so buy some Airsoft accessories, seriously. Lots of cool stuff on there. You're going to love it. They'll change your life, and that's not even a joke. Your Airsoft life will change for the better. And on that bombshell, thank you all very much for watching. Remember to call your hits, and I'll see you in the next one.